This is BallySpring by Irish Connor, GlengarBoy and Eire Agri Modding, 647.29 megabytes to download. This does require 5 mods for you to download to be able to play the map. I will put who they are by in the description, but they are refillable tanks, slurry buying station, self-made cowshed, self-made pigsty and sawmills pack. And I'll also just read a little bit of the description here, because some of it I'll go through once we're actually in the map, and some of it I don't think is going to apply to console, and I'll talk about that a bit later. But it says, welcome to BallySpring, a fictional Irish map based in the west of Ireland with 172 fields, mainly grassland with some arable fields. There are 10 farmyards to choose from, and then I'll go straight down. It says the features: custom animals, bulls, calves, goats, ducks and more. The goats will give you milk, Hereford cows alongside Angus cows, custom traffic, AlienJim's left-hand drive traffic pack installed, Irish number plates, disturbed simulations seasonal growth plan with grapes, olives, cotton and sugarcane removed, relight installed, custom sounds, collectibles, road network built in Blender. All hedges have collisions. It says you can remove the hedges with a chainsaw, removable walls, fences, etc. Productions and sale points, precision farming ready with realistic soil map. Most things only work once the land has been bought, animals, silos, etc. Right, let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, guys. So it is finally here for us console players. It seems like it's been out on PC for absolutely ages, but it is finally here. There is a few things that I was worried about that wouldn't come to console, but they have. I think it's been slightly toned down a little bit though. I'll point out a couple of things as we go round. But I think it's definitely well worth the wait. This is pretty awesome map, really is. We have the map like so. Now I am here. I'm in new farmer mode, so in new farmer mode we get all of that. It does look like quite a lot. This is a big lake. We do not start off with that, even though it looks like we do, because obviously it's blue. But if I click on that, it takes in all the sort of roadways and also the outside periphery of the map. That's got a value of 0, so it's not going to cost you anything if you wanted to purchase that. But our plot of lands in new farmer mode is this side of the river and this side. It is all one chunk, all one price, 596,136 if you're in the other 2 modes. But we do get quite a few fields. We get field 67, 68, 66, 65, 64 and 63. This one here is a cow pasture, just like so. We'll see that in a second. Do also have down on the sort of main farm area a cow barn or the self-made cow shed. We've got a farm silo, a water point, and then the farmhouse, which was stood right outside like so. Now all the other farms have been made very easy for us to see. They've got different coloured circles around them, so you can see where they are on the map if you wanted to buy them. Not all of them have animal pens or barns on, but some of them do, and some will have animals already in there when you buy them, which is pretty cool. They've got feed and things like that, but you'll see all that in a second, because we are going to buy up all those plots as we go round. But the field prices are pretty reasonable because they vary. You get some small fields on their own, so just for example 24, only 38 grand, but then you'll get chunks like plot 50 here, which takes in quite a few fields. I think that's 5 there, 267 grand, so it does vary. Another big size field there, 29's got 3 fields, so it's not too bad. So you've got the opportunity and option to sort of buy smaller plots and then build up and buy chunks. Again up there, 265 for bigger plots. There's a couple of forestry areas. This one's 434 grand, and there's another one down here for 262,000. These plots here, they are quite expensive as well. 801 grand for that, 1.9 for that, 1.8. They are a little bit bumpy. If we click on that, you can just sort of see that those are the ridges. So you may have to do a little bit of landscaping if you want to sort of expand and go out there, put any more animal pastures, whatever you wish to do, like so. I will go up in landscaping mode and show you some of those areas as we go around the map. But that is pretty much that. There is a random farmhouse down here, which is in this forestry area, which you can buy. I thought I bought that plot and that appeared, but it isn't the case. That is there all the time, but it is part of that forestry area, which is quite cool. So if you want to simulate that you're starting off out in the forest, you can do. The BGA, again, nicely labelled up, is here, just like so. We can buy that plot of land. It has got a value of 0, but that doesn't mean we own the BGA. You still need to buy that one. You know, when we get there, we'll do that in a second. But obviously, if you want to use the BGA yourself like that, you need to buy it as normal at the sort of spanner wrench down there. I'll talk through that. But if you do buy that plot of land and own it, you can delete all the buildings that are on there, some sheds and bunker silos and things like that. And the good thing is, it seems like you can get rid of most of the buildings and sheds on any plot of land that you own. So even sort of decorative houses like this, we can't go in there. That's literally got this doormat outside. You can get rid of some of these. All the little things like this, if we click on that, that will go. That's classed as clutter, decoration. Do have a dog. There it is there with the kennel there. What are we called? Sparky. Awesome. Right, we'll go through slot counts, mods and things like that, and then we'll get cracking. So I think we'll do slot counts first. So it is obviously different across the 3 modes. So new farmer mode, the slot count is 1371, and we start off with this equipment. We've got a bit of a Massey Ferguson theme going on. Small tractor, we've got a 5S. Medium, we've got the 3670. Got a Deutschfahr harvester, class trailer, header for your harvester, seeder, we've got a sprayer, a fertilizer spreader, a slurry tank, a side mower, a tedder, a windrower, a baler, that's not a bell wrapper, just a standard one, a front loader. In the front loader tools, we've got a silage cutter, a round bell fork and a manure fork, and then we've got a trailer for your header, like so. Now if you want to sell off all of that, you can do, and it drops the slot count down to 1271, and that is what the slot count is in the other 2 modes. Farm manager and start from scratch, even 1271. Obviously there's potential to get the slot count down even further, because you can sell off, like I say, all the buildings etc like that. So pretty cool. Now mods, there isn't anything in the store, it's all in build mode. So we have in sheds quite a few sheds. A lot of the mods that are in here are part of the map or for the map. So you can see underneath them they say BallySpring. So I think all the sheds in here are part of BallySpring, but there's a lot of them. But you will see most of them as we go around the map, so I won't show you them like so. In silos, again we've got BallySpring at the start. Keep going through. Then we've got some manure heaps from the self-made cow and pig sties, like so. And then in container we've got quite a few things part of the map. Then we've got the refillable tanks mod. So we've got diesel tank, fertilizer tank, seed, water tank, line tank and water tank. That is basically where you can buy those things from. So if you place one down, there is a couple of these seed tanks on the map in some of the farms. So basically if you got one of them down, you can buy seeds, say if you go into the shop, and same with fertilizer etc and lime, things like that. We've got slurry buying station pack, which is one of the required mods. So things to place down where you can buy slurry from, etc. And then in tools we have this ramp, which you'll see on the map, workshop trigger basically, farmhouses, there's absolutely a ton of farmhouses. So we've got the doormat, which we've seen just a second ago. That's it, pretty much nearly every farm to act as the farmhouse. And then we've got these decorative houses like so. But we've even got, look at this, an oak tree house. How cool is that? I didn't actually test to see whether that was a sleep trigger actually. I'll probably do that if I remember at the end. Yes, so farmhouses, right, where we need to go now, production and then sell points. We have a couple of sell points added in, sell everything and carpentry, which again, you'll see all these as we go round, so I won't go into too much detail. And then in animals, I think it's pretty much every single animal apart from the bees and the others section. So we've got the BallySpring ones. We do have the self-made cow shed here, which is BallySpring mod, but then we have the required mod. Oh, that only holds 45, that's why. Okay, the map one holds 500, awesome. We've got some open pastures. Horses, we've got a horse pasture. Pigs, we've got a couple of things. Sheep, we've got some pastures as well. Chickens, 2 different pastures. And that's it for the animals. I will be putting a chicken coop down in a second because there isn't one on the map yet, because I want to show you something. In decoration and fences, we've got quite a lot of fences going on, again all part of the map, but it's all different types of fencing and gates, as you can see, loads of them, hedges, stone walls, etc. So a lot going on there. And then in others, if I can get there we go, we've got a decorative outhouse or toilet and then a barbecue grill like so. That is all decorative. That is it for the mods. If we go into landscaping and painting, the textures we've got are animal mud, asphalt again, cobblestones, couple of concretes, dirt, forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel, wet sand, rock and granite. So quite a bit. There's nothing in trees. If we go into plants though, and I will go back to the start, I'm going to use this area. We've got our normal standard in-game meadow grass, which has got the flowers in, but if we go to this one, this hasn't got any flowers in and it is taller. So there you can see that is that grass. And then we've got create fields, so we've got a few different types, which is pretty cool. I'll quickly show you those. So we've got, oh, I'll have to come away from the grass actually. Got a cultivated state. It does tell you bottom right what they do. And then we've got a ploughed state. Hopefully you can see that. The lighting's not great. Let's go out here. So ploughed state. Then we've got the stubble tillage like so. And then we've got the ridged one, which is basically like your potatoes, which is good. And then we've got another ploughed one, which is like that, which is a bit sort of grassy looking, isn't it? And there you go. So that's pretty cool. That's all extra and added in. So that is it for mods. I think we will go through here. There is 100 collectibles. They are the wooden toys. We don't start off with any productions. There is contracts available on the other fields. Now this is exciting for us console players. So in our large cow pasture, which I showed you at the top part of our farm, we have 20 calves. Yes, we have calves. We have baby animals. We've got goats. Ah, it's amazing. Piglets. Oh, I'm in love with the piglets. You wait until we see them. Yeah, so we've got 20 calves up in the cow pasture. And then in the self-made cow shed, we've got 15 Holsteins. Slightly different ages, which we'll talk about as we go through. There is our equipment. Some of it needs a little bit of a repair. There's no custom crops or custom products added in, but if we scroll down, we do have some things already in storage. So we've got 10,000 litres there in the cow barn. The straw's going to be their bedding, I think, stored away. But if we scroll down again, we've got 250,000 litres of slurry stored away, which is madness. There's the crop calendar. As you can see, like it says in the description, sugarcane, cotton, grapes and olives have been removed. We don't really grow them much over here or in Ireland either. But there we go, that is it guys, that is it. What I am going to do now is I'm going to add in some money. I'm going to also get ourselves a pickup because it's going to be quicker for us to go round the map in a pickup because our tractors are pretty slow. So bear with me and I will see you back here. Right, I'm back with a bit of money and a pickup. So let's crack on because there's quite a lot to get round. So we'll buy up these plots first. So this farm area here is only 102,000, just over. This up here is actually the farmhouse. So we'll buy that and I'll click off that. Not a lot on this one, just a farm silo and a water tap. Most of them do have the water tap. This area here takes in these two bits as well, but you'll see in a second. 172 grand, just over. That has a water tap, silo. I thought that was going to be a pen. It's not, is it? Okay. Whoa, sorry, wrong one. That's that one. Over here, this comes with quite a few fields, so more expensive, just over 400 grand. That has got sheep on there with a little twist, we'll see that. Again, fuel, we've got water taps, silo I think on there, and the farmhouse. Down here, smaller plot, it does come with those two fields, 169 grand. That has just got a silo on there. This one here is literally just the farm area, 92 grand. No animals again, but we've got a seed tank on that one, water tap, fuel, and the farmhouse. And down this corner it takes in all of these fields, so again quite pricey, 346. Well, I say quite pricey, but do get quite a few fields. We got a cow shed on here as well, fuel, water tap, farm silo, and a farmhouse. This one over here takes in all these fields as well. This is the most expensive one, I believe, 653 grand. No animals though, but we've got a silo, water tap, and farmhouse, but we do get 6 fields, which is awesome. And then just 2 more, I think. Few fields there. That is 244 grand, just over. We've got a cow barn just there. And then up here, a few fields with this one as well, 376 grand. This has got our pigs on like so. Also farm silo, things like that, but we'll check all them out as we go. So that is that, I think. So now you can see there's a lot more to visit as we go round. So if we scroll now down to our animals, we've got more of them. So like I said, a lot of the pens and barns that you buy do have animals in. I think it's just the pigsty and that cow barn that's down the bottom right corner, I think. But as you can see, look, we've got goats, rams. We'll look at all these when we go through and get to them on the map. We do need to get cracking though, I think. Right, I'm going to show you a couple of things here quick just to go through everything with you. So if I go up into build mode, we can, like I say, sell off pretty much everything. We've got classed as clutter, but it will get rid of things like that, so all the decoration we can get rid of, which is awesome. Now the gates, if you click on them like that, even though we own the land, even if we go to demolish, can't get rid of that. But if I run over to the gate and shut the gate, because like it says, all the gates are open in the game. That's to help you with contracts. So, you know, if you come on here and farm manager and start from scratch, you're not going to own this plot. So that gate does need to be open. But if we go up into that mode now, we can then sell that gate and that's gone. But I could not sell off any of these fences like so, or the walls. So I don't think that's a possibility on console. That probably just is a PC thing, so a little bit annoying that you can't do that. But you can get rid of the gates. We can also get rid of the hedges, which I will show you in a minute as well. So there's our pickup. I didn't really show you the sleep trigger, but that is down there like so. We know what a sleep trigger does. So moving into our yard, we've got a bit of junk. We've got collectibles, they're worth £1 grand. Some equipment there. a lot of shed space with our equipment. All needs a bit of a wash by the look of it. So there's our water tap, free water from there, like so. I'm not sure if any of the other required mods that have got the water is free. I haven't tested it. We've got a manure heap here with some in, because obviously we do have cows. Little sheds going on, like so. More equipment. And then one of our fields out there. This is the liquid manure extension tank, small. Obviously slurry, that has 150,000 just over in. Now if you want to collect from here, you need to come up to this gate. I've left the help menu open for some of this, so if we open gate, that should lower down, because when I pulled up with our slurry tanker, it wouldn't come up with any start filling trigger, but as soon as I opened that gate, it let me fill up from there, which is pretty cool. And obviously you can, from there where the slurry tanker is, that is your slurry collection point for the cows. We can also open up the little grill. You can take your slurry from there, or any other animal pen if you've got slurry going, and you can deliver it here, so you can use it as a storage facility, obviously, which is awesome. In here, this is a bunker silo, like so. Now if you get the bunker silos with the shed over the top, you can get rid of the hay shed if you want to, and that then becomes an open bunker silo, up to you. But then obviously you can sell off the bunker silo as well if you wish to. So more sheds. Some of the sheds on the map do have lights in. If they've got lights up on the roof, there will be a light switch somewhere on the wall. Silo, tip in there, and then you do need to come to this one to get pipe out. That is a a multi-fruit, 800,000 litre capacity. And then we do have our cow barn. So this is your milk collection point just here. This is your dialogue box. This one will hold 500. This is the map one, isn't the self-made one. But as you can see, looking down that list on the left-hand side, we do only have Holstein and Angus to choose from. So the Hereford cows, it says in the description, I'm thinking again is not for console, because I've put down a couple of the extra pastures and pens and couldn't get anything come up apart from these on the left that you can see. But we do have calf, so that is a newborn. You can have a female. Then you got the heifer, that's kind of in between a calf and the cow, which is the adult one. Obviously the ages are different. Look, 22 months old for the cow, heifer's 12, calf's obviously 0. Then we have a bull in the Holstein breed. We then have a female calf in the Angus breed, a heifer, a cow, a male calf, and then a bull. These bulls look pretty cool. In fact, I am going to put a bull in just so you can see, like so. We can open the gates, etc., like so. So there it is. Look at him. And what I love as well, they've all got tags on their ears, which is pretty cool. So awesome, very cool. Feed trigger and straw trigger in the front there, like I say, slurry over there, manure over the back. I think that is it for that farm. Done that bit, didn't I? So we will jump in the pickup. Again, look, this harvester here, that comes under clutter, so we can sell that. Gets rid of all that. But we'll jump in the pickup. So apologies if it seems like I am rushing a little bit, but there is a fair bit to get through, and I want to make sure we do it within the time that I'm allowed to record on console, which is a bit annoying. But there's so much to take in. We've got a lovely little bridge here that goes across and into our cow pasture. We do need to open the gate, like so. Oh, there's one thing I haven't done yet. I'm going to do it. I'll stop there. Look at these are little calves. Look at them. How cute. They've got tags on as well. So just here, this will hold 20. Sorry, this has 20 in. This will hold 500, which is pretty cool. Again, you've got the options that I've just showed you, so I won't go through that. They do have water already. so you don't need to give them water. They do have feed as well, but you can give the calves milk. So if you pull up, get your milk from over there, pull up here, you can unload milk here, and that is also going to be where you can collect milk. But obviously with calves you're not going to get milk from them, but as soon as they're old enough to produce milk you can collect milk from there, which is pretty cool. So let's move on down. We're going to head on down to that corner because there's a gate there, and then we're going to get round the map. I'm just going to show you something first because I haven't placed that down. So it's the only animal that isn't on the map yet. So if we go to animals and chickens, I'm just going to place down this chicken pasture. In fact, I'm going to put that one down. Now in the description it talks to us about the markers for these placeable pens. So basically the blue zone that you can see there, that's just so you can see where you're placing it, which is pretty cool. So if I just place that down there, for instance, and run over to it, they all have a sign here like so, activate placement marker. So if I walk up to that, help menu is circle for me, hide marker, gets rid of that marker, gets rid of this blue screen like so. So it's just purely there to help you place it so you can be more accurate. So obviously eggs will be there for the chickens, feed trough there, but look at this. If we do this, guys, this will hold 200, but look at our options. We've got a female chick, we've got a female chicken, a male chick, we've got a rooster, we've got ducklings, female duck, a male duckling, and a male duck as well. Oh my goodness. Let's get one of those and we'll get a female duck. Oh, we'll also get a chick. Oh my goodness. How cool is that we've got this on console? Where's the other duck? I thought I had two ducks, or maybe not. Wow, that is just awesome. Really is. Right, one last thing to show you and then we will get round the tour. I'm going to get a chainsaw because it says about cutting the hedges. So if I activate my chainsaw, again you'll need to own the land, and as you can see this gate is open as well, but because we own it we can shut that. But if we go like that, as if you were going to cut down a tree, why is it doing that? It shouldn't be doing that. You need to sort of wave about until you find, it would do this when I'm recording, wouldn't it? Why is it doing this? You're not allowed to cut this tree down. Right, I'm a little bit annoyed about that because we own that. Yes, we do. Right, let's try. Sorry about this, guys. Let's try this. I just wanted to show you it. Let me cut that one down earlier. Typical when you're recording. But you need to kind of keep moving around until you get a... Oh, why is this not doing it? I'm just gonna... There we go. Hack at it. You normally get a little ring come up like you do when you're cutting a tree, but if you get that, it's probably best just to go in there and keep attacking it like that. It will get rid of that section of hedge for you. Right, we're heading off. We're going now. So let's get on with this tour because otherwise it's going to take far too long. We're going to head on out this way. A lot of houses dotted around the map. So again, you can start wherever you wish to. You don't get any traffic on these smaller, narrower roads and tracks, which is good. And pretty much every farm you come across will have a sign pointing to it. So we head on up here. I think this was sheep, but we do have goats in there as well. So I'm just going to quickly run round most of the farms. If they're big enough I will drive. So farmhouse down there, again it's just a map for the sleep trigger. This will hold 1,000 goats or sheep, But look, we've got little baby sheep, we've got goats. Where are we? Goats. Ah, this is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Rams as well, look. Happy days. So these will require water. You need to give them water. They do have a bit, so like I said earlier, they have got feed as well and water, so they're good to go for a little bit. Look at that little fella. The feed's in here, not there. Feed trigger just there. And these guys will give you milk. He's walking through the gate there, that's not right. These guys will give you milk as well, which is pretty cool. We got a fuel tank there, that's what they look like, so I won't always point those out. We've got a lot of shed space. Some of the yards do seem a little bit tight, but that's what they're like in the UK and Ireland. I'm just going to jump over the fences. So a lot of small sort of sheds here and there. Another water tap like so, and then in around here is where your wool will appear. So if you've got sheep in there, you're going to get wool as well. And then they got that sort of setup going on there as well. More sheds at the back like so. I don't think there's a bunker silo in this one. Not that you need one. Oh yes, there is one here. Happy days. I don't know why you'd need one for there, but there is one there. So that is the sheep farm. Let's just get round and out, because there is collisions on the hedges, as we know, unless you chop them down. There is some really lovely views when you're up here like that. As you can see, it's very hilly. So let's move on. The only little criticism I've got is probably to do with the roads. They are a little bit clunky in places, so you can see where that it's not smooth, it's kind of sort of on the angle. That's my only sort of criticism about the map, really. I mean, some things we obviously know we probably can't get on console, but I'm just happy we got all those extra animals. That's just awesome. So we're going to head on up here. We've got another farm. This one I think just had the silo, didn't it? So we probably could drive around this one. So bit of extra space. This has got 2 levels to it, this one, so yeah, I probably shouldn't have driven up there. But there's a shed up this top bit, and then if we come round and out, so take this shed for instance, you can see there's lights up there, which means there should be, there we go, a light switch on the wall. Farm silo, I won't always show you this silo, but there it is. So if you wanted to go down that route, absolutely fine. So that is that farm. Heading on out. I'm not sure that one had a sign actually. No, it hasn't. So forget what I said. Not every farm has one. Most of them do. I wonder if it's just the ones with the animals, possibly. Quite sure. Just quickly show you that. Now if you own this plot of land, it did allow me to sell that house, but I couldn't get rid of that junk car, so it allowed me to get rid of that. It's let me do that now. So yeah, we can sell that, but I can't do anything with that car. So again, it could be a little bit hit and miss what you can get rid of. So all I would say is, if you are going to customise your farm and delete a lot of stuff, save your game before you do it, and then experiment. There we go, farmlet. Because some of the little walls you can't get rid of, so when you remove buildings, if I see one I'll show you, it's a little bit annoying really. I mean, these main walls here isn't so much of a problem, but anyway, sleep triggers down there. Move into here. We've got a fuel tank. We've got a seed silo, or not a silo, but a buy point. So just here we can buy that. You can sell that as well. So if you can get the triggered through onto it, it can be sold. Again, more junk that we can get rid of, not a problem. And these sheds and barns we can sell off. This does have, randomly enough, another slurry extension tank. That also has 150,000 litres in, but there is quite a big unopened area here. Now I don't know if on PC there was a cow or pigsty here. I'm not quite sure, but you do have the room to place one down there by the look of it if you wanted to. So that's not too bad having that. There's a little bit of room here, but again, more sheds. Bunker silo, so you're getting the idea with all the sort of sheds and everything. And this goes out onto this field like so. So another farm there. Heading on out, we gotta go this way. Another random house just there on its own. So yeah, this bit here, look, it's a little bit not very smooth. This is a really nice house there, so if you wanted to be a little bit more upper class, you certainly could do. Quickly get my bearings. So we are now, where are we? Here, we need to go this way, yeah. Oh yeah, that's where we need to go. BallySpring timber yard. So you can kind of guess what's going to be down there. I love the fence post as well. I'll point that out when we come back. They're all sort of leaning and obviously taking a bit of a battering over the years. So they're not completely dead straight like we do see on quite a lot of maps where they've just been placed down. But obviously is what normally happens in the game anyway when you put a new fence down. So this here is a sell point. This is actually carpentry, so it's not a production. It's not like your carpentry production. You just pull up here with your trailer and you can come and sell wood here. But over this side we've got our sawmill, so again, pull up in here, sell your wood there. Can buy this for 50 grand. Get wood chips out there and your planks will appear there, so that's pretty good. Heading back out the way we come in. Yeah, the fences, the posts up here, look, they're all leaning in and out. Awesome. Not completely straight. They've had a hard life, I guess. Right, round here, we're going to this area where there's the barrier that will open automatically. Got a bit of decoration here. Couldn't sell any of this even if you own the plot of land, so it is what it is, I guess. But just in here we have a sell point, and this is BallySpring garage. Take quite a few things. We do have a ramp here. You can, oh no, it's not that one, is it? I think that's just decorative. Right, there will be another one. Debris crusher just there for selling your stones. And then if we go out that way, because that's the only way in and out. Across the road we've got quite a big area going on just in here, so it's been made to look like a sort of business. But just down here, this is BallySpring spuds, so that's where you can come and bring your potatoes. And then heading on out, go down here, and is it this way? I'm losing my bearings. Yes, it is this way. Go up this way. What I'll do is I'll probably cut after you've seen all this and bring you back in when we're sort of back down on that main road. Farm just here. It is easy to lose your bearings a bit. You may recognise this farm if you've been watching Daggerwin's survival roleplay. This is the farmhouse there with the sleep trigger. He has adapted it. He's got rid of that barn in front of us. Got another water point there. More shed space. Again, junk that you can delete. There's a manure pit just there because we do have cows. That's interesting. When I bought this earlier, there was cows in there. There was some cows in there. Wow, that's a bit... Anyway, 500 again because it's the in-game one. Milk collection point, same as the one we saw earlier, our farm. Feed and straw triggers through there, slurry trigger down there. You can go up to all your fields up through there, etc. More shed space. We've then got the silo there. There's a little shed down the back because you do get quite a few fields with this farm. But again, we can sell off that. We can get rid of the junk. So pretty cool. So that is that farm. Yeah, I could have sworn there was cows in that one. Never mind, probably losing it. More than likely. Right, we need to go this way now. We're going to go past that little random farmhouse in the woods. Which is actually there all the time. I thought it only appeared when I bought the thing, but there it is. It's got a little toilet outside as well, which is pretty good. And then one more thing to see up the top here is our spinnery. It's just the base game building, so pretty easy to see, like so. And your fabric here, there. Now again, if you buy this area, it's quite a big area, plenty of options to do whatever you want. You can sell that barn, you can sell that floodlight there, etc. Right, I am now going to cut. I'll probably bring you back in around here and we'll go on round the map. Right, so back at this junction. I do love the fact that there is tractors driving around on here, which is cool. I just saw a little, look like a Fiat that is driving around on its own. So farm, on the right hand side there's a sign. Quite a long drive into this farm. But again, no animals here. This has just got farmhouse, a water point and a silo, so it'll be a quick visit. It gives you an idea of what's here. So silo there, water in front, lots of shed space. There you go. So plenty of options to start wherever you want to, depending on what you want to do. If you want to run animals, you just want to do a bit of arable. I think it's pretty awesome that they've done that. Right, there is a pedestrian crossing here, but I am not stopping for anyone. Right, and we've got our store just here. So we've got a pressure washer just there. We do have in here a workshop trigger, which is just here. Right, something weird is going on here. I don't understand, because earlier when I came in, this was shown as a workshop trigger, and I was able to move this ramp up and down, which I can't now. And like I say, I swear there was cows in that barn. Weird. Fuel just here. We've also got the methane point there. We've got an electric charging point. We've got another water point. I'm guessing that's going to charge you. And then round the back, there's that Fiat. Look, how cool is that? There's quite a few Masseys here, so it's obviously a Massey dealership. I'll come back to them. Do have an electric forklift here which we can use. You can also tab to it, which is good. Happy days. There's a workshop trigger just here, and there was also one in here as well, and I bet that's not showing up either. Right, is that was in here, wasn't it, under tools? Yeah, see, workshop trigger. If I place that down, it would allow me to use that ramp. I don't understand what has happened. Something's glitched out, I think. But honestly, I promise you, I could raise and lower this ramp. There was also a workshop trigger in here. So I remember thinking, cool, that's going to be really tight if you're getting things in and out there. I mean, I know you've got that big one there, which is better. And then your shop menu anyway is here. And there's also a dog down here, but we can't feed it or anything like that. Now, in terms of these masses, if we go up to them, this is obviously using our slot count up, I would imagine. It says owned by you on every single one. We can't go in them, we can't tab to them. So I'm thinking, oh, that's a bit of a shame. But then I thought, well, if it's saying we own them, can I? That wouldn't work because it was too heavy. So I hired a big wheel loader, a bit like that one there, driving along. And I picked that up, took it over to the workshop area, tried to sell it, but it doesn't register. It will not pick up any of them. It picked up the wheel loader because I was in the trigger far enough. So I thought, oh, that's a bit of a shame. That would have been quite cool, wouldn't it? Never mind. Right, we'll come back that way. If you just saw that little trigger there, I'm going to talk about that. We're going to head down to the BGA. I'm going to go a bit faster because a lot to get through still. So we've got a weigh station, some big bunker silos, and also a smaller one. Lots of shed space, as you can see. Right, so if I go up into this mode now and do that, it won't let me get rid of those. But if we quickly go onto here, buy that plot of land for free, I can then get rid of things, which is good. It won't let me get rid of that because we don't own that. So even though you own this land, you don't get that as a production. It won't be on our thing. You need to come over here and buy it for 875. Once you've done that, it will appear, and it looks like a standard BGA to me, so not too bad. Right, let's get out of here now that we've destroyed one of the bunker silos. Oh, I almost forgot, just here we have a buy point for slurry and digestate, so that is an actual buy point. It will show on the map, which is just there. Almost forgot that. I'm getting too excited because I know we're getting near to the little piglets. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Oh, sorry people. Right, that there is a wardrobe trigger, so you can change your clothes there right outside someone's shop if you wish to. Bit odd, never mind. Right, and this is the local pub. So this is BallySpring Inn. And if we go round the back and down the side, we've got a sell point just there. We've got a nice church over there, and a little graveyard to bring the map to life. Now if we head up this way, this will eventually sort of take us up to where our farm is. So if you can see top right of the mini map, that is our farm. So we are heading back sort of that way. In fact, if we look over to our right, we should be able to see it just over there. Anyway, let's pull in down here, and we are heading into there because that is our pig farm. Now this is like your main entrance. Again, we've got the sign there. It's got a few sort of stones and boulders, so it can be a little bit bumpy coming in and out of here, so just be careful guys. I'm going to spin this round for a quick getaway. I'll leave it running. So again, junk that we can get rid of, shed space. This is a manure heap for your piggies. This is the pigsty, So feeding straw through here, you can open these gates, and then the dialogue box, it will hold 500 pigs. But look what we can have. You can have the piglet, female. We've only got the land race breed to choose from. Porker, which again is going to be in between piglet and the adults, and then we've got the sow, which is the female obviously, and then we go into the male ones. We've got piglet, porker and boar. So the boars are 6 months, the porkers are 3, and obviously the piglets are babies, and you're about to see them. Look at them. Where's the other ones? Oh, don't all. Oh, he's just laying down as well. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's made my day. Little things, I know. Right, round here is going to be your slurry collection point, just there. That is actually the water, although the tap's kind of missing. You can just see the hose slightly, but the tap's kind of sunk into the wall. I don't know. We've got a little bit of shed space, more rubbish. So these are the walls that I was talking about. So if you get rid of some of these buildings, these walls, you can't really get rid of it. Let me get rid of one, but very hit and miss. Then we've got the farm silo again, and you can also sell that old harvester if you get in there well enough to get the trigger come up. Another manure heap this side, and again these walls, but you can get rid of some, but not all of them. Right, across the road there we've got another farm. I think that one has cows in. Yes, this is the one with the cow barn, it says. So I'm just going to stop there. I think we've got a sleep trigger just there. I'm going to jump the gates. More sheds sort of thing. Fuel, water tap, sheds everywhere, silo, sheds, etc. Junk, usual standard thing on the farms. More sheds. This is a bunker silo, but it's not a walled one. It is literally just pull up and tip in, so that's pretty good. And then this is the cow barn that we've got, so feed and straw through here. Now one thing I did notice is there is no manure heap here. They do have straw and feed in there, and also water, but I couldn't find a manure heap. I skipped forward time, nothing appeared, so I placed a manure heap just over here and skipped forward again. I did get manure, so you will need to place one down if you have this farm here. But again, we have cows in here, as you can see. 21 slurry out point there, pretty obvious. We do have the trigger there, 500. You can open these gates, they don't actually shut completely up. This is your milk collection point. Now the water, where was that? I've just realized that it does come up with water on this one. Oh, there. It'd be there. It does show it having 16,000 litres, but there's no trigger sign, is there? But I would say that is your water there. Pretty obvious. Right, so that's that farm. Back out of there. Let's just double check actually where we gotta go. Yes, we're going up here now. So to see this farm, a little bit of a drive. I'm just hoping this all fits in my allotted time. So apologies if there is some random little cuts and breaks. I'll try not to do that though. Right, we have got a bit of forestry area up here as well. So another tractor there, look. And this I also recognise from my other good friend, Rusey. I think that's how you say his name. He's got an awesome channel. He's doing a roleplay series on here. This is where his farm is, and it looks completely different to what he's set up. So I can now see how much time and effort he's put into setting up his farm, but that's where he is situated. We do have in the distance a windmill and a castle. I don't know if you can see them, but you can drive up round that way. So there's the forest on the left. Now I'm not going to go all the way up to the farmhouse in this. I probably will just go up to landscaping mode, but it is just a farmhouse. So we'll probably open these gates just so that I can reverse in. No, open, and I'll probably have to do both separately. I could have just sold them really. So we'll run round. I don't think there's any animals on this one. I think that's it. It's just water tap there. This does have quite a huge shed here though. So again, lights on, so there will be a light switch just there. This again has one of the covered bunker silos, but like I said earlier, you can always fact it's got two. You can sell them. More sheds. A silo. And a shed round the back there. I think that is it. Landscaping mode. Right, if you followed this track up here, as you can see, it's right up here out of the way. Very random. But there is your farmhouse, sleep trigger. You don't get any of these fields as well, which is a little bit naughty. Putting all those lovely fields in between us and we can't actually use them. Right, just a couple of more things to see, guys. I appreciate you if you're still here with me, but I do like to show you as much as I can, but also leaving a little bit of suspense so you can go exploring yourselves, and I think this is definitely one of those maps. So this farm is actually across the road from sorry, it's got two parts across the road from each other, so I won't go in there, but as you can see we do have a water tap again, silage, bunker silo, etc. No silo there at all. I actually meant bunker silo and not silo itself. Farmhouse is there though, over a cool little bridge. Down around here. In here I've got a weigh station. This is your dairy, as you can see, so you can bring your milk either to sell or further it on if you own the dairy as a production. And then across the road we've got the animal dealer with the sell point. It is actually called BallySpring Mart. So that's the sell point. You can sell quite a lot of things there. It's not just like a normal animal dealer sell point where they just take grass, hay, silage. You can sell crops there and everything. This is pretty cool. We've got BallySpring Mart, so you got all your animal pens. But if we go in, we've got quite a bit of laughing and joking going on, but that's pretty cool. You'd set up the stands there and bid on any of the animals if you wanted to buy them. There's a wheel loader running around. Right, last thing to see, guys, and that is it, and that is in here, and that is the sell everything sell point, which is just here. Obviously if you come here, if you've got wood, you can sell it like that. So there we go. That is it, guys. We have pretty much done a loop round. So we started at the main farm, came out at our cow pasture. There's our chicken coop. Came round, we did all of this like so, down into here like that, back out there, into there, up there I went. That was the pig and cow. Up into there, that's that farm. Across into here, another farm. And that is it. So if we came out and went across there, it would be across the top of our cow pasture. That is BallySpring here for console. Very cool map. That's by Irish Connor, GlengarBoy, Eire Agri Modding. Hope you have all enjoyed it, guys, and like I say, I appreciate if you are still here at the end. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash the bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.